Wrestling fans and Utah wrestling fans, we just starting the lineup right now. They got some AC/DC going in the background. You can't beat AC/DC, I know that.
A little bit of thunder going on here.
This is Jason Hoops with my friend Travis Ludlow. We have the privilege and the honor of announcing this wrestling match tonight. We just love watching great wrestling, and we're in for a great treat tonight. Right now, in all classes of Utah high school wrestling, Juab is ranked, I believe, number three.
Yeah.
And Westlake is ranked
number four.
Yeah. And Westlake is class 6. Juab is class 3, but it doesn't matter tonight at all.
Yeah, and we're going to bring it. This is getting exciting.
Lad Holman just getting introduced. Rowdy Peterson up now getting introduced. They got a great match side announcer too.
Yeah, this is fun.
He's excited.
Just as they're introducing, we can talk about the JV a little bit. The JV had a great run. I think the total score was 47-38.
Westlake.
For
right?
Westlake, yeah.
Yep.
But there was a lot of close matches that could have gone either way.
Yep. You can't beat AC/DC for this kind of stuff. I hope everybody at home can hear this. I'm getting a little excited.
So Cooper Blackett will be back in the lineup tonight. It'll be fun to watch him go and be part of this.
Cooper was the one that hurt his knee, right?
Yeah.
And thought that was, I think people thought that was season ending, and I think that Coach Holman thought it was at the beginning as well. But something was just snagged up in there, and his dad scared him. Literally, his dad scared him, and he kicked his leg out of just reaction of being scared, and whatever was out of place snapped back into place, and all of a sudden he was fine.
Yeah, he's doing much better.
Yeah, they're doing it right. You got the spotlight above the mat. It's dark everywhere else. You got kids with glow sticks slinging them all over the place.
Yeah, you've got a Thunder, a 30-foot Westlake Thunder guy over on our left here. So just announced Porter Wolforth for Juab Wrestling, Colton Cook.
Staten Shepard against Caleb Pig. Staten looks like a tank kind of, doesn't he, out there?
And he's I believe he's a junior this year and has really come a long way. He's doing great.
Mr. Ty Blackburn at heavyweight against Darren Kofer. Ty Blackburn, that dude is athletic. I mean, he moves and shakes.
Yeah, Ty gets up and going.
Yeah, and he's not scared either. Nothing scares him.
And you'll watch him. He'll snap his head down and try to get around him as fast as he can. But he's quick for a big guy. All
right, up in the middle, out in the center, team captains, a whole army of team captains from Westlake against or meeting up with a couple of Juab team captains. We got to our right. We got the head wrestling coach of Utah Valley University.
I wondered if that.
Yeah,
tell me who was.
Coach,
gosh. I mean, he was the coach of your boy for a while.
Forever, yes.
Should that have all those words on there?
Yeah.
All right, I'll give you guys up here.
Okay.
You guys are more than welcome to sit up here behind the cheerleaders. You're not allowed to go on the mat. Westlake.
All right. 106, here we go, Jason. So we have Kate Nolroyd for Westlake going against Crew Cowan for Juab. Crew's a freshman this year and coming in at, I think, wet about 98, 99 pounds.
Yeah, soaking wet, but he doesn't care. All right, here they go. First round. Both of them just firing off like, I mean, they're all kinds of energy coming out of them. Hand fighting, banging on each other's heads like crazy. Crew is snapping and jabbing and going.
There we go.
And they're just, neither one of them are letting grass grow under their feet, but they're both of them firing shots and faking and going.
Yeah, these little guys, they have a lot of energy.
Caden Oldroyd with the first points on the board, 2 points takedown. He's working on an arm bar on the right side against Crew. Crew's doing a good job of defending that. He's got a half on, arm bar and a half, and he just rips Crew over onto his back, getting back points right now. They got 2 officials for a dual meet. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
they don't want to miss a call. That's great. And there's a pin on the board for Westlake. 6 points, 16 points on the board.
Hey, this is a fun atmosphere. Next we have Corbin Robinson with Westlake, Braxton Blackett for Juab at 113.
All right, Braxton and Corbin. All right, Braxton with an over tie, Corbin with an inside collar tie, and they're fighting wrists on the other side. Nice shot underneath by Braxton. Corbin adjusts super well, and they're back up on their feet, eyeballing, giving each other the stink eye. Just fighting hands right now. Kind of snapping on the back, putting weight on the back of each other's head, snapping a little bit, bobbing and weaving. Nice high crotch by Braxton, and he's in deep. He wants to double off there. He wants to double off. And Corbin's trying to sit the corner, but Braxton's doing a good job. Braxton's doing a good job of adjusting, but Corbin, he's inside a leg, and Braxton's super high, and Corbin was super high. Braxton wanted to shoot out the back door, and he secured a takedown after a nice scramble. Nice scramble there by Braxton and Corbin. Braxton's got a leg in, and Corbin's trying to get underneath that. And that puts Braxton in a real tight spot. He's put legs in, but Corbin got underneath that leg that was going in, and that just makes it hard for Braxton to do what he wanted to do. And Corbin's just hanging onto that leg right now, which is really all he can do.
And Braxton's got his hips now on top, which is and then he pushes them away.
Lets him go, gives him 1 point escape, wants to get another 2 point takedown.
Corbin goes in for a single leg there.
In for a head outside single, and Braxton kind of sits the corner.
Yeah, counters and gets the 2, doesn't he?
Yeah, steals that takedown away from Corbin's move, and that's the way it's supposed to be. All right, end of the first period. We've got a score of 4-1 in favor of Juab's wrestler Braxton. All right, Corbin gets the toss, and he chooses down. Let's see what he does. Corbin sits out, and Braxton tries to suck him back a little bit. Corbin does a good job of bailing out there. Legs in again, but Corbin's doing a good job of getting underneath that, and he's got him
trying to get some back.
Yeah, Braxton's in a little bit of it. He doesn't have a leg in like he wants it to, and just creating a scramble. I don't think any points were scored there, but pretty good scramble anyway. Braxton came around front and is now having to finish what looks like a takedown just to maintain control and stay in control and not give up a point for a reversal or an escape. Official says we're just kind of staring at each other, stalemate, and they make him restart, which is you love an official who will just make him keep wrestling and restart when things look tied up and
they want to keep moving, don't they?
Braxton with a tight waist and an ankle, driving him forward to get Corbin bellied out, and then he goes to ankle and a knee. Now he's back to scooping up that leg on the outside. Looking for an arm bar, but
arm bar on that left side.
Oh, and
a little bit in trouble.
Corbin does a good job of creating some space and moving, pressure him back, and gets a reversal, almost some back points. So that puts Corbin within 1 point of Braxton. Scores 4-3 in favor of Juab's Braxton with 35 seconds left in the second period right now. Corbin's trying to cradle him up a little bit. He's got hands locked, but for some reason it's not real tight. And Braxton's all spread out, based out right now, and it's going to be real tough for Corbin to do anything there unless he. It's really kind of a loose grip, but he's going for it anyway.
About 10 seconds left in this round. You just got to hold it a few more seconds. There we are.
All right, another thing that you got to appreciate about officials is they're very vocal. They're announcing the time, they're counting down in a loud, audible way so that the wrestlers can hear that. And I just know wrestlers appreciate that kind of.
Yeah.
So we're sitting next to Coach Williams.
That's right, Greg Williams.
Greg Williams.
I should put him on the headset. So we're sitting at 4-3 for Braxton, beginning of the third period.
Yeah, and Braxton's on bottom where he wants to be. I mean, the easiest point to score in wrestling is an escape, and then you get an opportunity to get a takedown out of the deal.
He's going to stand.
Yeah, he's up on his feet. He's tripoding up right now, and he does a little flippity floop, and looks like he's going to come out with a reversal out of it. His inside leg is wrapped, and he's got the takedown now. He's behind both arms, and then.
He's got his, looks like his right, would it be his right leg?
Yeah, his right leg is kind of wrapped in, like now he's got it out.
Okay.
There's a couple of moves you can do from that position, but not if you're not comfortable doing it, and Braxton didn't look like he wanted to be in that position, so he wisely got out. Big part of wrestling is just fighting for the positions where you're strong. And it starts with tie-ups. Get to your tie where you feel like you can do something, and then do it. Don't hang on to your tie and
don't give
dance.
Up.
Right?
Don't give up.
Right. Yeah. You just keep wrestling through awkward, awful positions, and whoever stops wrestling usually is the one that gets scored on.
49 seconds, Jason, in this third period.
Score 6-3 now in favor of Braxton from Juab. He's got a claw ride and a flank.
Now recognizing where he is on the mat and pulls him out. Yeah. 33 seconds left in this last period.
And think about this, though. If Corbin hits a nice switch or anything that takes Braxton to his back and he scores even the least amount of back points, he's ahead.
Yeah,
he's ahead by one at that point. So Braxton wants to keep wrestling, wants to keep putting points on the board. The best way to defend is just keep pouring points on. But he also at this stage, late stage, with 14 seconds left, doesn't want to do anything dumb and give up a reversal and back points. But he's doing a great job of pressuring in to Corbin and tying up his legs back behind.
And that's how we're going to end this match.
Okay, outstanding win by Mr. Corbin or Mr. Braxton from Juab, and that puts 3 team points on the board for Juab. Remember, if you beat your opponent by less than 8 points, then that gives your team 3 points. If you beat your opponent by 8 points or more, that gives your team 4 points. If you get a technical pin, which is a 15-point win, you get 5 team points, and if you pin your guy, you give your team 16 points.
All right, Jason, we have Trey Thompson with Westlake going against Drake Johnson from Juab.
Trey and Drake.
120 pounds.
All right. Trey with a nice kind of a setup there to shoot in on a double leg, but Drake did a good job of hipping into him and defending that. They're back in the neutral position, really banging on each other's heads, looking for ties. They're pushing and pulling, elbowing, and Drake almost did a kind of a low fireman's carry, and I think he wasn't expecting it. Anyway, I think if he would have committed to that one, he would have won that. He would have got that one, but wasn't ready for it, which happens. All right, short offense is what this called, and short offense means when you got a front headlock like that, your arms are short like a T-Rex. You hear short offense.
Yeah, protecting those elbows.
Yeah, you got to keep your elbows to you. Yeah, don't let your arms get all the way sucked in. You got to have short arms like you're a T-Rex. All right, Trey with a hard-fought 2-point takedown. Good job by Mr. Trey from Westlake. First points on the board in this match for Trey from Westlake.
40 seconds, about 40 seconds left in period 1. Yeah, hey, this is a fun place.
Yeah, great venue for wrestling, for sure. They're on the edge of the mat, kind of looking at the cheerleaders. They're right here by the camera. Trey's got a leg scooped up back behind, and then total wrist control. But the official said, hey, he was just hanging on. He was hanging on to Drake's wrists, had a 2-on-1, two hands on the one wrist, and he had a leg scooped up behind and then wasn't working for some kind of back points, and so the official warned him for stalling. Probably a good idea in that situation. I would agree with that call, but my opinion doesn't matter.
I like it.
Thank you. All right, Drake with a sit out, turn in, and oh yes, and they give him a 1-point escape for loss of control, and Westlake coaches are not complaining about that. I don't think they can.
Yeah, no, that was the right call.
All right, Mr. Trey gets he chooses neutral, which means both of them on their feet. They get if they win the toss, they can defer their choice. They can pick neutral, which is on their feet, top or bottom. And Trey chose neutral, and that would make sense because he got that first takedown. He thinks he can do it again.
He got in deep here.
And he's in deep right now, and Drake's doing a good job of just hanging on tight, and we'll see if the official will call a stalemate, and he does. He does.
He doesn't wait very long, this official.
No, that's good too.
Yeah, you give it a few seconds, and he's calling and stopping. Just trying to see how he's setting up this double leg here. He's done it twice.
Yeah, he's pulling, he's pushing. Got Drake's front headlock, kind of that short offense again, but then Drake just gets in tight on a leg. He's not in the best position he wants to be in, but he'll take it. Head pops out to the outside, and he's got an elbow. Maybe do a low fireman's right from here.
That's a normal move that Drake uses a lot, and he's pretty good at it. He drops to either a fireman or I don't know what it's called any longer, but more fireman type move.
And Trey's doing a good job of bouncing back, trying to circle one way, circle the other way, and Drake finally got a hold of a leg, and is going to circle towards that leg, trying to gain control of that. But he's got 38 seconds left in this period, but they're not making any progress. So the official again calls a stalemate.
Yeah, I like that. So 2-1, 35 seconds left in period number 2.
Trey with an elbow post to try to shoot underneath that to a takedown, and and there's 20 seconds left, and Drake doesn't want to give up any points right now if he can. And he does. He scoops up the leg.
12 seconds. If he can stay
stay off of his back, and he's and he rolls through that. He gets rolled over to his back, rolls through it.
One swipe by the ref. No points. No points on his back.
No back points. That's great. Great wrestling by both those guys. Trey he had some awareness, kind of knew he had Drake in a tight spot. Drake chooses down for his choice, which is where.
All right, he's going to give him 1 point.
Oh, wait a minute.
So it was Drake's choice. Westlake says, hey, I'd rather just give him 1 point.
I think that should have been Drake's choice because didn't Trey choose neutral on the second period? I think that was Drake's choice, but they.
Well, it was. He chose down. Drake chose down.
Oh, he did. Okay.
And
okay.
Trey says, "Hey, just put him up. Let's give him 1 point."
Oh, you're right. That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
You're right.
And he got deep in here, but no points. No points awarded there. So we're still 4-2. Minute 36.
That is excellent.
Yeah, no points. At least.
Jeff Newby, the head coach for Westlake.
Yeah, he did get the 2 points. So it's 6-2, giving Drake another point here, making it 6-3.
And they like Trey's chances on his feet, and he's proven it so far that that's the best strategy.
Yeah.
Oh. Drake tries to do an elbow pass to. All right, Drake with a kind of an attempt at a knee pick, but he's not driving in hard enough. He's just kind of dropping down while they're tied up, and that puts him in and he tries to shoot underneath that. Gave up a takedown, and Coach Newby saying, let him go again, let him go. He's got a minute left, and so it looks like Coach Newby is saying, hey, let's get some points on the board and maybe get a major decision because we might need that to win this duel. And Trey does a fantastic job of knowing where he's at on the mat. Got himself a takedown with his knees in.
Yeah, so here we are, 10-4, 47 seconds left.
That's exactly what Coach Newby is doing. By the way, Coach Newby, I think this is his second year as head coach here at Westlake. I could be off because I'm new to Utah, but this guy has been Mr. Utah Wrestling since my boys were little, for 20-some-odd years. He's been involved in USA Wrestling in Utah and is now a head coach here, and he's just strategizing right now. He might need these extra points to win this duel, and he's telling Trey he needs 2 more takedowns to be out ahead by at least 8 points. So snap down by Trey, Drake in.
So we're 10-5, 34 seconds left.
And Trey goes around and gets through, and he's saying, cut him. He got 2, and they're saying, cut him, cut him, cut him. He's snapping.
12-7.
Oh, and Drake surprises him, but does a takedown. And now the coach is saying, stay on him, just stay, hold him down because he's ahead by 8 exactly. And that's going to give his team a major decision. So fantastic strategy by Trey, listening to his coaches. And he just put on a takedown clinic right now and is going to earn an extra team point.
Yeah.
And let's see down the road at the end of this duel if that extra team point measures up to something necessary.
So he'll come out with 4 points.
You watch the top college teams right now. You watch Penn State, and they are going for bonus points or more every single match. They're going for points on the board.
Well, we talked about wrestling. It is an individual sport, but it's team sports, and that's what they're adding up.
Yeah, and it's fun for fans too. It's nice to watch wrestling if you know the wrestler, but when you understand the team strategy, the team points. All right, Ladd Holman up next. I love watching Ladd. He's a freshman, and a misdirection takedown for Israel from Westlake, and he goes one way and then he jabs the other way, and he's like a snake and a mongoose combined. He's so darn quick, and Ladd's feeding him hips right now, but Israel doubles off there, gets his hips underneath him, and elevates Ladd, and let's see how he puts Ladd down. Ladd's doing a good job of, and then Ladd has to bail out and give up the 2 so he doesn't give up back points. But Ladd's behind 4-0 right now with 1 minute and 20 left in the first period. So Mr. Israel's got some, he's got an accelerator.
Yeah, Israel has had two good takedowns. 4-1 is the score.
Here's Ladd's strength, though. He's been around wrestling. His dad's a coach, and that means he's been wrestling or around wrestling since he had diapers. And there's just something that you've got innately. Look at him blocking that hip. See how his elbow's sealing right there in his hip socket? That is outstanding wrestling by Holman. And Israel's got legs in, and he's putting an arm behind. And Ladd kind of rolled through and kind of put himself in almost an offensive position, at least enough to make Israel like, I need to bail out of this.
Yeah, it was It was a close move. 26 seconds left, first period.
Scores 4-1 in favor of Israel from Westlake. And see how Israel's got both his legs scooped up underneath Ladd's legs and his femurs, his thighs, and he's got his legs elevated, both legs elevated up off the mat, and it's pretty hard for Ladd to do anything offensively. He's just hanging on when his legs are up like that, but Ladd was doing everything he could to get his knees back through and on the mat. Okay, Israel, I believe, won that toss and chose down.
Yep.
All right, Ladd with a kind of a spiral ride, and Israel did a great job of tripoding up, and then thinks he's going to trip Ladd right now, but Ladd's pretty, again, Ladd's seen most of the tricks that are out there, and is so fundamentally sound, it's going to be hard for Israel to. Oh, and Ladd, see how Ladd just hung on to the ankle like that.
Got a stall point, stall warning.
Yeah,
release.
and it's all Ladd could do at that point.
Yeah.
But still, if you hang on to that ankle, you got to climb up those legs and get up on the body. And if you don't get up on the body within 5 seconds, you're going to get dinged for stalling. Yeah. And that's why in wrestling now you see a lot of guys just quick and cut them, give them the point, because they're probably going to get that point anyway, and a stall call if you don't just cut them.
Yeah.
But I like that anyway. I think it keeps the action going. So Israel, good job of fighting hands down below. And Ladd keeps under control, and Israel up on his feet again and turning into Ladd, and Ladd's got a leg. Whoa. Oh, and what a slick little roll through just to kind of end up in a tilt position. That's a highlight. I mean, I don't know Israel's parents, but they better have a video camera and be capturing that one as a highlight reel film. But that was an awesome little roll through that I don't know that I've seen before. But he ends up with a tilt and gets all 3 back points out of the deal, and he's ahead 9-1 right now. So if the match were to end now, that would be a major decision, winning by 8 points. Israel would get 14 points.
Yeah, so in that one move, he got 2 reversal, 3 near fall, so he put 5 quick points on the board.
And he's choosing an optional start. And they just warned Ladd because I don't think his hands are in the right spot. Yep, he's got the edge of his palms have to be in front of that line. Optional start by Israel. And Ladd gets a quick takedown, or a quick escape, and a quick violent slide by Israel, and he puts Ladd in a basket cradle. At least that's what we call it in Wyoming. And a quick pin by Israel, who is an explosive wrestler. I mean, he's putting on a show for the crowd and put some awesome moves on the board.
Tough wrestler.
Wow. That was a great match to watch. I apologize for not knowing where Israel is ranked, but I'm just telling you he's ranked high.
Yeah, tough kid. So Parker Ballantyne versus Rowdy Peterson.
All right, Rowdy's a fun wrestler to watch. Watch Rowdy's footwork. He's moving his hands and his feet constantly, but watch his feet move. Look, boom, boom.
So just an update on the team score. Right now we are 16-3 for Westlake. 16-3.
Westlake Thunder. Rowdy in on a nice single leg, head outside single leg. He's circling to the other leg and secured a takedown right now. But like Rowdy likes to do, he keeps that one leg scooped up with his leg, kind of a Turk position.
Yeah.
And you watch him put that to good use here.
Yeah, he's going to try for a tilt here shortly.
He's got an arm bar on the right side and looking for some kind of control on the left side, a wrist control or half. But he's still got Parker's leg separated. Parker got back out where he wanted to be, and Rowdy's got an arm bar tilt and no points for it, but nice movement by Rowdy.
Yeah. 41 seconds.
Yeah.
41 seconds left in period 1.
2-0 in favor of Mr. Rowdy from Juab. Rowdy is a 2-time state champ.
Yeah, 2-time state champ.
3-time finalist, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So going for his 3rd state championship this year.
Yep.
So Rowdy knows how to wrestle. All right, tight waist, near ankle, and then he climbs back up. And look at him working on it, trying to get an arm bar. And Parker, I think was his name, Parker from Westlake.
Yes, yeah, Parker Ballantyne.
All right, he's looking for a switch, and then Rowdy steps over that, crowds the hips. Look at Rowdy crowding those hips like that. Got his legs tangled up. He's got a tight waist with his right hand, and he's just putting all kinds of squeeze on that. And he does this a chop tilt.
Gets 1. He gets 2. I don't think he's going to get awarded points.
Yep, got 1 and 1, looked like 2, right?
Yep. So 2-0, beginning of the second period.
All right. So Parker's got legs in, and Rowdy doesn't care. Rowdy does not care. But Parker's got both boots in, kind of elevating hips and below the thighs of Rowdy. But look at Rowdy trying to get his knees on the mat. He's going to try to get his knee in between those. He wants to split Parker's legs with one of his knees so that he can get his legs free from those, from the boots in or the legs in of Parker. Parker's doing a good job of keeping all kinds of pressure on Rowdy, but Rowdy rose through and bellies out and is. See, from this angle you can see how Parker's got both of his legs in, boots in, they say, elevating and putting some pressure on Rowdy's lower back. But Rowdy, this is not foreign territory to Rowdy whatsoever. Rowdy's not out of control one bit. Building the base. So Parker is a formidable leg rider. He's putting all kinds of heat on Rowdy. He's got a leg.
Yeah, Rowdy's fighting this.
Yeah. 20 seconds left in the second period, and Rowdy's had to put some work in on bottom.
Yeah. If not, he would be turned. He is not going to do that.
Yeah. I think a lot of lesser. And they're warning Rowdy for stalling. It's always hard for me to see that call, because when you got two legs in and you're just elevating the guy's hips and below, it's almost, what do you expect? I mean, they should almost be giving Rowdy accolades for not getting turned right there.
Yeah.
But that was the call that the official made, and nobody's arguing that. But all right, Rowdy's turn. Rowdy says neutral. He doesn't want to go on bottom. And he says neutral confidently.
So score 2-0.
Oh, nice little elbow pass to a far ankle, and he scoops that, and he's just circling head outside far ankle, and so his hips. And Parker's trying to. Rowdy's the one that's kind of in control right here, but Parker's doing his best to scramble. You can't give a takedown yet.
Yeah, no control.
Rowdy's. And they give a takedown to Parker. And Rowdy's is doing everything he can to. He's in a good position. If you get that arm free, he's in a good position to roll through like that, and he'll get a reversal out of the deal and back to neutral, or a takedown is what it'll. There it is, danger! They're saying danger! Ref's not calling it, but he does give Rowdy the reversal, and Rowdy's getting back points. He got a couple of, no, he just got one swipe, so Rowdy's ahead.
4-2, 46 seconds. The Juab coaches are not happy about that right there. There were a few waves that they thought that maybe they should have got.
Yeah. When in wrestling, if you've got, they used to call it defensive pin, but all right, Rowdy's got a tilt. He's getting back points now.
Yeah, there we go.
Rowdy's getting back points.
There we go.
And that I think sealed the deal.
20 seconds left in the third period.
He got 2 back points out of the deal. Now he's putting all kinds of pressure on Parker. 13 seconds, 12 seconds, and he's got a half.
6-2 is the score. 6 seconds left.
And Rowdy smacks him.
Yeah, that's it.
And they want to hit. They wanted a stall call. Juab wanted a stall call on Parker.
So,
and Coach Newby is saying, hey, when you gave that takedown in that little awkward scramble position, when you gave that takedown to Parker, Rowdy's back was exposed and he should have got some back points there. I don't think you're going to go back now and add those points. But, you never know. When they come back to the center like this, you think, oh, my gosh.
So what could happen? I mean, at the very most, they would have got 2, 6-4, so it's not going to change the outcome of the match.
Even if they gave him all 3 back points, that wouldn't change anything,
it would be
right?
6-5. We're still talking 3 team points in the balance.
So one official is coaching up the other official. I don't know if they'll change that call. It doesn't change the team, like you said, Travis. It doesn't change the team's score whatsoever. So I don't know what they're. Maybe he's arguing something else, and
we've missed it.
And we just missed. We're just happy to be here.
Yeah, we are
about
just
wrestling.
so dang happy to be here.
So, folks, just so you know, Travis and I are wrestling dads. Travis is a former state champ from Juab. I'm just a wrestling dad that had a whole bunch of boys that wrestled, and one of my boys, my third boy, married Travis's daughter, his third child.
Only daughter.
Yeah, only daughter.
Yep.
And that's how we know each other. But because of wrestling, we've and we share kids. We've been friends since those two met. But we love to talk about wrestling, and this is an opportunity for us just to talk about our favorite sport, our favorite hobby. And neither one of us are trained at doing this. All we do is just treat it like we're all of you are our friends, whether you're from Westlake, from Juab, or from anywhere else. We just pretend that you're our friends, and we're all in the man cave together watching wrestling and just talking about wrestling. We love to call out great wrestling. We don't care where it comes from.
Yeah.
So we do our best to not sound like we're hometown guys, even though we kind of are.
Yeah.
But it's just because we know the guys from Juab better. That's the only reason.
Yeah.
But
yeah, it's fun. I just this last match was a lot of fun.
Yeah, fantastic.
I'm not sure what's going on here as far as.
So I don't understand. They somehow they rearranged the score, I think, to tie this thing up, and so we got to go into OT.
Wait, they're awarding him 4 team points?
Somehow I don't understand how that worked out. I'd have to go back and watch this to see where Jeff Newby thinks. Maybe he's saying it's 4-2. And we should have some time back on the clock. Let's just see what happens. Obviously, the two wrestlers think they're wrestling still. I don't know if they're going to call it overtime or put some more time on the clock to see what happens.
So what's going on?
So Coach Williams is saying he thinks they think it's 4-4 right now.
4-4 with a little time left going into overtime. Oh, 6-6. No, they did award him 4 points.
Misconduct, they're going to go back into the third period.
2 wrongs don't make a right.
What? Okay, so now it's 4-6.
Now it's 4-2.
We don't know where we're going to
We're just happy to be here.
We're just glad.
57 seconds on the clock. And the score.
So they're going back to where the Okay, did you get that, Jason? So right now we've got 4-2 for Westlake, 57 seconds left in the third period. So they, talking to Greg here, they move things back to the point of controversy. We're not sure what's going to happen here. Juab's not too happy about this at this point. Yeah.
He was slower in counting. My guess is he was in here. That's my guess, but I heard him say something about.
So Travis is trying to get a little update from Coach Greg Williams, but nobody's sure how this all worked out.
We're trying to figure this out together. Greg's on it here for us. Point. Okay, so they're going back to point. 53 seconds left on the clock. They have the score 4-2 for Westlake. 46 seconds.
And Rowdy's got Westlake in a bad position. Westlake is a little high. Rowdy knows it. Rowdy's trying to climb up that arm, and Westlake's got boots in. It's just hanging on like crazy.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. Wow. And he's just going to hang on this.
Yeah, he's not incentivized to put himself in a bad position at all right now. So he's going to do everything he can to try to at least appear that he's trying to turn. And Rowdy is 15. Scrambling, doing everything he can. 10 seconds left in this match.
That's how it's going to end.
That's a tough one. That's a tough one. There's a. Oh, and we got crowds.
We got this is.
No.
Yeah, there's.
Yeah, this is getting salty. This is getting salty.
Yeah, wow.
Oh,
yeah,
there's some controversy there. Hey, and rightfully so. I don't know what the rationale was to figure out the points, but absolutely there's some controversy, and that was I think you could wrestle that same situation again over and over again. You could probably wrestle it 5 or 10 more times and still come up with a different scoring scenario.
Yeah.
So anyway, you know what?
The dice rolled in Westlake's favor.
Yeah. So Juab's got some coming back to do. The score right now is 19-3 in favor of the Thunder.
Yeah, that was. I've never seen anything quite like that.
Yeah, I haven't either. I couldn't make any sense of it. But just like we're here to call out great wrestling and recognize, regardless of the team, any awesome stuff we see out on the mat, we're also not here to complain about officials either. That's their job. We just get to be happy and talk about wrestling.
Yeah. So now we at 138 we have Curtis Borg with Westlake going against Cooper Blackett. So Cooper, his first match of the year, I think he hurt his leg in football, and now he's back and he's moving pretty good.
And Westlake is Boris, did you say?
Westlake is Curtis. Curtis Borg. Yeah, 138.
All right. Curtis and Cooper. All right, they're down on the mat, and Cooper's got an underhook on the right side, and he's looking for he wants to elevate that and hit a knee pick or something, and not successful in that attempt, but it made Curtis honest there.
Hey, have we said we're having fun?
Yeah.
Oh my.
You know, I hate to say it, but whenever we're getting real close to a fisticuff, I kind of get excited. Yeah. As long as I'm not in it, I don't want to get punched in this handsome face.
That's right.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, so I just got a text or a messenger from our good friend Craig Oswald. He's a ref. They called bad time, but I think they mixed up a college rule with a high school rule. So we're still unsure of really what took place in that last match. But thank you, Craig, for for kind of giving us some input of what was going on. Here we were with Greg Williams, and we were trying to figure out what was going on.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to sometimes when we're this close to the mat. I only my short-term memory is just like it's like 10 seconds one way or the other. I'm only paying attention right what's in front of my face. And all right, so 2-0 as we head into the second period in favor of Curtis from Westlake, and Cooper Blackett chooses down. He's set. Curtis jumps on board and away they go. Curtis is one side of the other, went claw ride, got leg in. Cooper's up on his feet. Curtis is just trying to sag on the left side. As soon as he goes down, he lets go so he doesn't get a locked hands call. But even though you see that happen in the national finals and NCAAs, claw ride. See how he's got his arm, his hand up on Cooper's tricep there? That's called a claw ride, and you'd be surprised the kind of pressure you can put on your guy if you're good at a claw ride. All right, so Coach Holman wants to chat it up with the officials again. I'm sure Coach Holman's heart rate has not come all the way down yet.
No. I tested. He'd be 175, 180 mark. At least that's where mine's at.
Yeah.
Who needs exercise when
That's
you're
right.
watching the wrestling?
I should be wearing my heart monitor, get exercise points out of this.
That's right.
Looks like Coach Holman's over there wrestling the official, trying to show him, hey, here's what's up. But Cooper and Curtis at it again. 2-0 as we are just at the beginning stages of the second period. Curtis does a good job with that claw ride, putting all kinds of pressure on Cooper. Then he scoops a leg in, and then watch Cooper try to clear that leg. Try to get his knee inside there like that. Boom, see how he just pops inside? Curtis does a good job of scooping up that leg, though. He doesn't have legs in, so to speak, but he's controlling. See how he's got that leg kind of torqued out of Cooper's? In Wyoming, we call that a blanket ride. I don't know what you call it in Utah, but it puts a lot of pressure on Cooper's spine.
Whoa.
And a little bit of scramble there.
Yeah.
And some sparks flew. And no points scored, but cool anyway. 42 seconds left in this second period. Score still 2-0. Stalling on top. Stalling by Curtis. And they're saying he was too busy riding and not trying to turn. And that's a big difference that you see in high school and college wrestling. You get a point for riding your guy if you ride him 1 minute longer than he rode you. And so you get a lot more respect if you're a good rider. If you can ride out a guy, but in high school you might get dinged more for stalling if you do that.
Yeah, so we're approaching the end of the second period, about 9 seconds left here, 2-0.
Out of bounds, we'll reset.
All right. Less than a second left on the clock for that end of that period, and now Curtis from Westlake chooses down. Cooper from Juab gets the invitation from the ref to jump on board. All right, Curtis doing a good job of tripoding up, does a little sit out, turn in, hooks the inside of Cooper's leg like that, does a sit out like that and creates space and up on his feet for a nice escape there. Minute and 40 seconds left in the match. Scores 3-0 in favor of Curtis from Westlake. Nice little misdirection one way. Looks like he's doing a sweep the one way and then scoops the next way. And an arm drag and slide by put together. I don't really know the difference between them sometimes when you look at them, but it was a little of both. and Curtis does a good job of kind of scooping up. He's trying to, what they say, shelf that leg. And Cooper.
No control.
Cooper's just a scramble situation right there. And the officials better be careful because there's a lot of injuries that can happen right there in that goofy position they're both in.
Yeah, with their back. Still no control.
Yep.
Started over.
Official calls a stalemate. Good job there. Both on their feet. And obviously Cooper, it's a 2-score situation for him. He's got to get a takedown that's 2 points and then do something else like back points or cut Curtis loose and get another takedown. But that's going to be tough to do when Curtis is so darn good on his feet.
Yeah.
He's quick like a cat too. Oh, that's a quick go behind. That's just called taking money out of the back pocket right there. He just did a quick go behind. Circled one way, then the other way real quick, and Cooper couldn't keep up with that.
Yeah, so we're sitting 5-0.
15 seconds.
15 seconds. Now this is Cooper's first match.
Yeah.
Tough kid.
Yeah, you got
to have right off the bat.
Yep.
So kudos to him and his effort.
Yeah, and you know, until you compete, you're just going to be rusty. Going to be a little bit. You can go to practice all day for weeks and months.
Yeah.
But if you don't compete, it's hard. Even if you're an experienced wrestler, it's just hard to stick it all together. And so, good. It's nice to see Cooper back, and nice to get a match under his belt. I'm sure he wished he would have won that, but at least he got a match under his belt, and it's going to be different. Every match from here on out will be different. So the officials are kind of consulting a little bit right now, based on what Coach Holman said.
So here we have Hayden Park is up now.
Hayden Park with his Darth Vader mask on.
He looks tough.
Must have got a banged up nose or cheekbone or something, but he's got the protective mask on.
So Corbin Kukrin from Westlake and Hayden Park.
Oh, and Hayden says, "Oh, I got banged already." It's a weird thing to have to wrestle with those masks.
You just can't see like normal, right?
During this break, I do ask that all parents stay in the stands. Please do not come down on the court.
A little announcement by the mat side announcer that was a couple of matches short. They should have announced that two matches ago.
Yeah, a couple matches they should have announced that, but
I don't think that would have mattered though. Oh shoot. All right, I already forgot.
So Hayden we have from Juab. I'm going to pull it up quickly. Just update you again on who he is wrestling.
Hayden with a great shot, but what great defense by Westlake. And now they're in a scramble position. Hayden's got an ankle. Westlake's got an ankle. They're just banging around inside and looping, just diving through. Oh, and watch the knee, please. And
Hayden and Corbin.
Corbin's looking for some control now, and I think he's going to get it. He's got 2 points there. Nice scramble by both those wrestlers, and Corbin came up on top. And let's see what Corbin does. Tight waist, or kind of a spiral flank and a half. And Hayden saying, "Nope, you're not going to get me over with that one." But scores 2-0 in favor of Corbin from Westlake. And Westlake, Corbin's wrestling great. He's got a near side cradle locked up. And he jumps over to the side, jumps back to this side, does a little flippity floop. And now he's got Hayden on his back. And Corbin kicking out Hayden's leg, trying to get a knee in. See how Corbin's got his knee into the side of, and he wants to get his lower knee in the side of Hayden's ribs. But he's doing that, trying to kick out Hayden's legs.
19 seconds, 15 seconds.
Hayden's doing a good job. See how Hayden's inside shoulders way up
he's
off the mat.
Turn that.
So he knows where he's at. He's not panicking. He just knows he's got to ride out the time right now. He's given up 3 back points. His score will be 5-0. But good wrestling by these guys. Corbin is both these guys are fun to watch, but Corbin's got the upper hand right now. Score 5-0 at the beginning of the second period. Hayden Park adjusts his headset, chooses down, And the top wrestler can't just get on when he wants to, has to wait to be invited on by the ref because they make sure the bottom wrestler is set. Corbin with a claw ride to a tilt. He's got a claw ride on one side and a flank on the other. And
stop that a little bit on that shoulder.
Yeah, Hayden was creating some action there and creating some space that might have given him a chance to score, but ooh. So as they went out of bounds, Corbin did a good job of hanging on. I don't think he thought he was going to pin or anything, but he was just had enough of a grip that if he could hang on a little bit, he was going to get a swipe or two. And Hayden says, you know what, I'm going to risk further injury to my nose or whatever reason he was wearing that headset. And he doesn't like it, and he's going to go back to his regular set of headgear. 7-0 right now in favor of Corbin. And look at Corbin, just goes flank, and then he's got these long arms. He just does a little wrap-up half Nelson. And there's just certain guys that for some I don't know, seems like they're from their elbow to their forearm feels like it's like 2 feet long. And they've got this crazy leverage with a half. And Hayden works hard for that escape. Corbin hooked a leg. They both kind of shot at the same time, and Corbin had a couple of fingertips full of the back of Hayden's knee, and but Hayden defends that, and they're kind of back up, kind of neutral, and Corbin was just kind of baiting, wanting to get on one of Hayden's ankles, but Hayden kind of sits the corner, does a little crotch lift there is what it's called. Sounds awful, but that's what it's called.
Yeah. He's not letting him
You can say that in wrestling. And Hayden's trying to, potentially dangerous, they called.
15 seconds left in period 2.
Back up, both of them are in the neutral position right now. Oh, wow. Nice outside step knee pick by Corbin. Scoops up that knee, hooks a leg, goes cradle, and puts Hayden right on his back.
Timeout.
2 back points there. He got 4 swipes. You have to get all 5 swipes to get 3 back points. You only have to get 2 swipes to get 2 back points. All right, 11-0 right now.
Yeah.
Major decision territory already.
Starting the 3rd period, Corbin chooses down.
All right, Corbin's up on in a tripod position, trying to bounce Hayden up a little bit higher. See how Hayden's hips are way up in the middle of Corbin's back. That means he's a little bit high. That's what they say in wrestling. He's high. That means you can get bucked off easier. But Hayden's got legs in the back, and so sometimes they can get a little higher than you would want them to be and still not be in a danger position. But Hayden's got legs in, at least one. He's looking for a power half to try to crank Corbin over. He's looking for some kind of a I don't know what they call that. Basket cradle is what we kind of call it in Wyoming. But
minute left.
Hayden's got see how Corbin's got Hayden's elbow there, and they're saying swim his head, and then see how he just reached up and hooked Hayden's head. That's because Hayden was too high, and that's what happens when you get too high. You get your head hooked like that, and gave up a reversal, and was a potential of giving up back points too if he would have not bellied out like he did. So 13-1 right now, 33 seconds left in this match. See how Corbin scooped up the ankle right there of Hayden's, and that just is to frustrate the moves and the strength and everything that Hayden's got. It's just you're not used to having your leg torqued in a weird way, and that just makes it hard to. Oh, and Hayden just was trying to be strategic there, but great match by Mr. Corbin, and gave Hayden everything Hayden could handle, and good experience for Mr. Hayden.
Yeah, that was a good match.
Yeah.
Good wrestling.
Yeah, great wrestling. All right, team score right now.
And we do have an exhibition match. At 350, we have the Grid.
We got a little comedic relief right now.
Give us some love, guys. You're one takedown for the Grid. Going. Oh, 1 point escape for Gayman, and he's got to fix his face.
I wish we knew a little more about the wrestlers at Westlake, kind of their rankings, a little bit about what their ranking or their standing is a little bit.
Yeah, that would have maybe given us some insight. I mean, they brought the heat.
Yeah.
They have really brought the heat. Right now, the team score, they just updated it, is 26-3. Yeah, that's right. 26-3 is the correct team score in favor of Westlake Thunder.
Oh, takedown for 2 for Gayman. Oh,
And the Grinch just got pinned.
Grinch goes down and loses his face at the same time.
All right.
All right. Back over.
So we're already at 150, Jason.
Wow.
And 150 for Juab, we have Garrett Perry. And for the Thunder,
So we have Garrett Perry wrestling Josh Fish from Westlake. And
Garrett and Josh.
150 pounds. As we began this broadcast, we indicated that Juab was ranked number 3, Westlake was ranked number 4, and boy, this is tough.
Juab's got some catching up to do to maintain that ranking lead, but who cares? But nice double leg takedown by
Josh. Yeah.
down, here goes Sack. Josh will be on top.
Well, Josh looks like he's been in the weight room a little bit too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
All right. Garrett's doing a good job of tripoding up, and then once he gets up to fighting hands, Garrett is just scooping up that elbow and trying to dig in and under an arm bar. But just notice what Garrett's doing. Garrett's just making, Josh is making Garrett carry all of his weight. So he's got that arm bar there. He's just cranking it. Got a claw right on the other with his right hand, and Josh's arm kind of slipped and put it in a dangerous position. So the official stopped it. They're resetting. Near side or did a cradle attempt. It looks like he's got it locked up, and he takes it back. Oh. Puts Garrett in a tough spot. Garrett's giving up back points. Josh adjusts to try to keep Garrett on his back. And he can't really let go of anything to what he wants to be is chest to chest, but he can't really let go because that would just Garrett would get right back on his belly. He just wanted to hold in there long enough, collect all of his 3 back points, and then maybe have something happen where he could pin him. But he did what he's supposed to do to get his 3 back points, does a snap back to try to get Garrett on his back, but Garrett does a good job of adjusting. But Josh is a tough top rider. I guess that is all.
Yeah, so 5-0, end of first period.
Thunder chooses down.
All right. Josh, that inside leg goes up and he tripods up. Tripoding up. Now that he's up, he's fighting hands. Trying to attack one hand and peel it off, but a nice mat return by Garrett. Outstanding mat return. And Garrett's digging with his toes, putting forward pressure on Josh, and Josh does a good job of building his base again. Garrett's trying to put pressure forward and put all of Josh's weight on his hands, and Josh is trying to pressure back and get his weight on his knees and hips, and that's just kind of the tug-of-war that's happening when wrestlers are on the mat like this. Top wrestler wants to pressure forward, put weight on the hands. No, Josh with a nice head slap and blast double, and catches Garrett flat-footed. And now they're saying, let's let him up and let's take him down again. Arm drag by Josh. Garrett catches that, and he's trying to shuck by now. But Garrett's got a nice, and back and forth, and circle one way, circle the other way, and Garrett's got a leg controlled, but Josh is going to scoop up that leg and see if he can get. Well, he got his takedown, but now he's trying to lock up a cradle underneath, and Garrett can feel that happening, and so he bellies out to avoid a cradle. Scores 10-1 right now with 18 seconds left in the second period, in favor of Josh from Westlake. Ooh.
Tripod up, knee slide. Cut away.
10-1.
Garrett chooses down, but Josh lets him up just because he wants to go feet, so he gave up a point and he doesn't care. Another blast double attempt that was pretty slick by Josh, but Garrett was more ready, and this time a body lock, and Josh slides into a body lock and puts Garrett right on his back. Feet to back. I don't think he got a takedown out of the deal, but I don't think they gave him any back points.
Yeah, not that I've seen either. So we're looking 12-2, minute 30 left in this third period.
So again, Coach Newby is saying let him up and keep scoring. Let him up to give one, to take down, to take two. And he will just incrementally try to ratchet up the score there to try to get to a technical pin right now. Right now, he's what, 6 points away from a technical pin. That's a lot of letting up and a lot of takedowns, but maybe he's just trying to pad the score so he at least gets a major decision to win by 8 points.
Yeah. And right now he's got that.
Out of bounds. Blast double, but Garrett was ready, and then wizards him. Not wizard, it's whizzer.
53 seconds. Now that was a sweet move right there.
Yeah, high crotch Looked like an outside step, high crotch. You're seeing that a lot now. And Josh scoops up the other ankle to count the takedown. He's 4 points away from a technical pin.
Yeah, that's going to be hard. That's going to be hard to get those points in 28 seconds.
Yeah. I think Josh has got his major decision and right now doesn't want to do anything to jeopardize that. 10 seconds left. And potentially dangerous. I couldn't from this angle. We couldn't see anything, but they're going to start back in the center with Garrett on bottom, Josh getting ready to load up on top.
9 seconds, 14-3. And that's where it ends. You know, we've said this before that Juab wrestles the best. They're not afraid of anyone.
They do not run.
Yeah.
Never.
I mean, here we've got a 6'18", tough. Juab, of course, is tougher than Nels, but they're not going to run away. And I think that's what makes us so good come February versus possibly other teams.
Yeah.
We are a tough team in February timeframe.
Yeah.
So Preston Agard here with Juab. He is wrestling.
Oh, nice underhook to a knee pick. And he scoops up the other ankle, keeps driving, earns his 2 points. He's got to climb up. So that he doesn't.
Yeah, right there.
Hooking ahead. Oh, and a nice escape by Westlake.
So we have Braden Robinson with Westlake, Preston Agard.
Braden and Preston. Braden with a single and
2 point takedown for the Thunder.
So 3-2 in favor of Braden from Westlake. See, Preston's got that wrist right there, and that's because Braden just left it hanging over the top. You don't leave your arms dangling over the top like that. They got to be, see how he's just dangling right? You know, he's got to be behind the arms or on the top of the head. He doesn't want to dangle arms in the front if you've got legs in, or really any time, because Preston will just grab that arm. And if you're going to put your arm in front, you better be smacking him with a hard cross face. Otherwise, keep your arms behind.
.16 seconds on the clock.
Okay. Second period's about to begin. Scores 3-2 in favor of Braden, who also looks like he spent some time in the weight room. It's funny, athletes are just getting bigger and stronger, it seems like. Back in the day, though, there's a lot of hay haulers, so there's not very many hay haulers anymore, though. It's all those
you got to supplement it, huh?
Yeah, great big round bales. All right.
Wow.
Wow, great mat awareness by Braden. That was kind of a scramble situation. He came up on top of that, but he's at 5-2 right now with a minute and a half left in the second period, so we're approaching halfway point of the match. You know, you watch Braden, whatever he does, he kind of does violently, you know, which is. And
wow, he caught him in a.
What a gutsy move right there. And that's the reason why you see a lot of the top elite wrestlers, instead of just gently letting the guy up, they push him, they shove him.
Yeah.
And all the moms in there are like, oh, look how rude he's being.
Right.
I used to think that too. What a poor sport. But he's not. He's just trying to get him off of his game, off balance, and not kind of aware of where he's at. And then he just slams that cradle.
Yeah.
From their feet, he just slams it on him, and just all of a sudden, Preston's getting pinned
on his back.
And Preston is one tough dude.
Yeah, that you don't see that happen very often. But again, we've said it. I mean, these guys are not only do they know how to wrestle, but they're tough as far as weight and their build
and they don't. They're taking great risks. This is great wrestling. You love to see wrestlers that aren't protecting a lead. They're just trying to throw points on the board like crazy, and that's what's made wrestling more entertaining now than it was back in the glory days, because it's not the glory days, it's now. There's just so much awesome innovation happening in wrestling, and there's a lot of different types of attitudes and strategies, and one of them is you see Olympic champs like David Taylor. He just prides himself on pouring the points on. Oh, awesome. Oh, that was cool. That was cool. The Westlake wrestler cartwheels over these kids to avoid from hurting them as they go out of bounds. That's a highlight reel right there for sure. Holy cow. That was Braden. No, that was Kaizen, I think, wrestling Jimmy Case Larson from Juab. But Kaizen, that was a slick cartwheel out of bounds. Jimmy was in on a takedown tight, and they were running out of bounds, and Jimmy let off the gas because they were out of bounds, but the momentum was just taking them. All right, Kaizen scoops that. Kaizen does like a slide by.
Kind of a shuck, wasn't it?
And Jimmy went down into a tripod, and Kaizen just kind of wrapped his legs around, put his legs in, and got the takedown.
Yeah.
His legs were in, his arms were behind, and now he's getting back points on Jimmy.
.29 seconds left in this first period.
All right, I don't know if you noticed that, but you saw Kaizen lift up both of his hands and show him to the ref. And he was just saying, hey, give me my back points because I'm ready to go for some more.
Yeah.
If he still has the same hold, even though they rolled off the back, you can't just roll him back and get more back points. He's got to let go of that hold and then go to something else.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you very much.
Blood time. Let's go, Kaizen.
All right, Kaizen.
Very athletic kid.
Yeah.
A little bit of blood time for Jimmy.
Kaizen playing the air drums until Jimmy could get back with his blood cleaned up. He's got a reversal straight to Jimmy's back.
Right there in the front headlock, it looks like, doesn't it?
Yeah, and he's got, the ref keeps swiping hands. I don't know. He's got all three back points already. Jimmy looks like he's going to get at least an escape out of this deal, but so the score now is 10-1. Whoa! Holy cow!
Took him to
kind of an underhook spin, trying to spin around behind, and then just does a little back trip.
got 2-point takedown, but no back points that I can see.
And you know what, though? Some of the best, I mean, if you've got your guy fighting to stay off of his back, even if there's no real chance that you're going to secure the hold and earn your back points, Jimmy has to pay attention to that. His back is exposed. He's in a bad spot, and all he can think about is bellying out, right? And Kaizen is always threatening to put Jimmy on his back, and that's just a great top wrestler. He's always looking for back points.
36 seconds left in the second period.
All right, Kaizen front headlock, scooped up legs. He's getting back points on Jimmy, and he's high. He decides to bail out and let him go. Does a swim duck under, doesn't get anywhere except in on a leg. I guess he does get somewhere. He scooped up a takedown. And this is the end of the second period.
Yeah, 16-2 is the score.
All right, so Kaizen is looking for, he's 1 point away from a technical pin. And remember, a technical pin earns 5 team points. Now, if they're trying to pack the points on, so Kaizen just gives him an escape, which means all he's got to do is hit a takedown. Now, he probably wants to go feet to back so he can go for a pin, but any takedown by Kaizen right now and the match is over if he doesn't put Jimmy right on his back. Snap down by Kaizen. A little swim move there. And he
got his 2. And that's the match. Another tough kid.
All right. We've got Mr. Benedict coming up right now, and he's got family in Iowa watching this, and I'm just going to give you a heads up right now. We're missing a power cord for my laptop, and it's giving me a warning right now. I'm going to go see if I can find a power cord, borrow from somebody.
All right, So right now we've got Benedict Kohlhaus against Louis Hamner from Westlake. Benedict scores 2 points, puts him on his back, but no points awarded. So update on the team score right now. We are 41-3. Just tough wrestling tonight. It's been a lot of fun to be here. .48 seconds left in the first period. 2 points for Benedict. Benedict is a good leg rider. A lot of tilts for points. Almost getting 2 here as he. Yeah, he's going to push it just a little further and get a couple more here.
I was on the phone with some educators in Iowa today, talking about Hawkeyes, and I know a lot of Benedict's families from Hawkeye. I mean, they're just down the road from Ames, but it sounds like they're more Hawkeye fans than Cyclone fans. That's what I hear. Either way, you're getting for some great wrestling.
Look, here we go. He stacked him.
And I think he got enough to get 2 back points. The official's got 2 fingers held out.
All right.
I've got a tech guy from the high school that's hustling to his office right now.
He's gonna
get me a power cord. He's I think gonna save the day. But hey, everybody, if this blanks out, just know that we've got power coming. And my bad, I left my power cord in my office. I normally It didn't work from home, so I wasn't in my normal routine.
Oh, nice, nice hips right over.
Benedict's just putting all kinds of bind on Westlake's head and neck. And he got some back points out of the deal. Oh, here comes my buddy. Here comes my buddy with the power cord. Yes, indeed.
What else do you need? You want to say anything? All right. So, minute left in the second period. 6-0 for Benedict. And we're just going to hook some power to this laptop, and then we're going to be up in business, and it looks like we are. So we will not be leaving. We'll be able to stay right here. You set?
Yeah, we're all set. Oh, the Lord works in mysterious ways, right?
Well, we knew it would happen, right? We knew it would be taken care of.
In the deep south, if you said that the Lord works in a mysterious way, you'd say he do. He really do.
He do. Amen, brother.
Absolutely. I love the South. Was a missionary down there, and everybody loves to talk about the Lord.
Yeah, they're pretty God-fearing down
Oh,
there.
I love it down there. Love it, love it. Okay, Benedict back on top. Benedict with a tilt, and I think he only got one swipe there.
Yeah, one swipe.
Benedict's just putting all kinds of pressure on his Westlake guy. 30 seconds left in the second period. Power half with a leg. And he's cranking on that neck.
Yeah, 14 seconds left.
He's getting all kinds of points right now, and he's threatening to pin. 5 seconds left. And I think Benedict realized for whatever reason, he didn't think he had the right combination there for a pin, so he let him up real quick to go for another set of back points, and then time ran out. But Benedict is ahead 9-0 right now at the beginning of the third period. And the official's going to caution him because the Westlake wrestler is doing something weird with the hand that wraps around the waist. There he goes. He's supposed to touch his hand on the belly button of the bottom wrestler, but. Oh, and the timetable, the score table wasn't ready for that start, and that's kind of unfortunate because Benedict did a little roll through and was going to score back a reversal and probably back points right there. So let's see what Benedict does off the whistle. Benedict races forward, sits out, knee slide, turn in, hooks a leg, grabs an ankle, grabs a head, goes right to his back. It's gonna get back points and maybe a pin. It's tight. Benedict's got him in a bad spot, and there's the pin. That gives all the Juab fans something to cheer about right there, because it's been a long time coming in this duel.
I mean, tough matches, close matches. We really needed this one.
All right, we got Iowa cheering right now. That's a good thing.
All right, next in line, Porter Wolforth from Juab. He's wrestling Colton Cook from Westlake at 190. So Porter and Colton.
Oh. What's the Westlake wrestler's name again?
I believe Colton.
Colton, okay.
Yep.
All right. Porter, oh! Nice little scramble there. Porter.
Out of bounds, we'll reset.
Oh, Colton does a good job at kind of putting some pressure, snapping and slapping on the back of Porter's head, and then when you do that, you would be surprised. It makes the guy whoever's doing the slapping, it makes the other guy's eyes blink, and wrestlers just time it perfectly where they shoot underneath, and you're thinking, why didn't that other guy sprawl, or why didn't he react? Well, partly because of the pressure on the back of his head made him put all of his weight onto his toes. Hard to sprawl when all your weight's on your feet or one of your feet, and then he shoots when Porter's eyes are closed for a split second, literally split second. Okay, 36 seconds left in this first period. Takedown, feet to back, and he's got Porter in a bad spot, really bad spot.
Yeah, Porter's got to swim his arm through to get out of that.
And there's the pin.
He goes down.
It's number 215 for Juab. We have Shepard and Middleweight.
Nice walkout music there.
Yeah, this is Stanton Shepard and Caleb Pig. I'm going to pronounce it Pig, P-I-G-G.
Yeah, that's how they announced
it.
Yeah, that's how they announced it. Yep.
So Stanton, a junior for Juab.
He's got an over and under. He's putting some pressure on.
He does a lateral drop a lot.
That's right.
Yes.
I mean, a wicked one.
Yeah. But Westlake's got to be putting pressure in rather than backing up. He's got to put a little pressure, and Stanton just steps aside.
And it just goes to show you Westlake knows where he's at. And Stanton tried a lateral drop, and he didn't quite have the right kind of pressure out of Westlake.
Yeah.
So Westlake lands on top, gets the takedown.
No back points, so 2-0 for Westlake.
And then he slaps Stanton with a crossface, that was pretty stout.
He just was telling them that he was still on top.
Yeah.
I just want to let you know I'm still here.
Yeah, I love to watch.
There you go. Yeah, that was a nice sit out.
Nice sit out and turn in, and he was free.
Now you'll find with Stanton, even though he's weighing 215 pounds or wrestling, he's quick moving.
Yeah.
He can get up and go.
Oh.
Got a belly out. There you go.
Sit out, turn in by Stanton. He's free again.
Another move. Another nice move.
Yep, sit out, turn in. Sit out, turn in. And you do that all day, and pretty soon the guy's going to get tired and can't follow you.
Yeah, he's not going to. Normally these big guys, they have a hard time following anyway, but that's quite a move. 4-2. End of the first period.
All right, Stanton still in this thing, and Stanton chooses bottom, as he should, because he's gotten 2 escapes, and they haven't been given to him either.
We know his move. Sit out. He was followed. Tries again. Puts pressure.
Out, pressure back. Gets Westlake scrambling. Sit out, turn in.
Just got to clear that arm just a little further, and then he would have had that. Caleb is trying to get just reaching over there.
Oh, and he just does a little slide by and went for a kind of an ill-advised throw. He wasn't in a position to do a throw, but just both of them were kind of off balance, and Stanton thought, maybe I can catch one. But he gives up a takedown.
Oh, there we go.
They haven't awarded it, though. Or no, I guess he was already on.
Yeah, no points were exchanged there, but he did get an escape there.
Yeah, so 4-3 See, I forget where they started, and so I think something like that looks like a takedown, but it's not. It's just him maintaining control.
We had about 30 seconds of going back and forth. No points were awarded there, but finally, here he goes. Gets the one escape.
All right, so he's pressuring, and let's see if he's looking for another lateral drop.
Yeah.
Got an underhook on the right side, head position the right way, and then a quick whizzer by Westlake, and just slaps Staton over on his back. And
21 seconds. 21 seconds. He's got to keep off for 20 seconds.
From this angle, it looks like Staton's inside shoulders way up, but you never know. Oh, it's getting close.
There we go. There we go. Swim it through. There you go. 2 seconds. Here we go.
3-point near fall.
9-3. Beginning third period. Caleb chooses neutral.
All right, Staton with the head. See where. He's rushing that lateral drop, but I think he realizes, or he's thinking, well, and I don't blame him. I guess he's behind right now, 11-3, and he's got to go feet to back to a pin to win this thing. So Staton looks at the score and says, okay, I'm going to, and at this point, Westlake knows a lateral drop attempt is coming. Westlake is trying, or Staton's trying to push his hips away, waiting for a stalemate to get called, and let's see if Staton can get an over-under again, and let's see if he can just, I mean, if anybody's going to pull it out, it's Staton. I mean, how many times have we seen him hit that lateral drop to a pin this season already, and we're still kind of new into the season. Staton's got the other underhook on the right side. He doesn't have the head position, but
.37 seconds left, 11-4. You know, I've noticed with the throws, you've just got to time them right. The right pressure.
Yeah, you got to have the right pressure and the right timing, or else they're dangerous. Where we came from in Wyoming, even if you threw your guy and got a pin, you'd still be in trouble. They hated throwing.
Yeah,
hated it. And maybe good advice sometimes. That coach there, Coach Eddie Clark, just won his 600th dual meet. 600 dual meets just this last weekend.
Oh, that's awesome.
So I just tell my boys, wherever you're at, drink the Kool-Aid. Drink the Kool-Aid. Do what the coach tells you to do.
That's right.
And we were just so grateful to land in a great wrestling town like Nephi and have such a phenomenal coaching staff with Coach Holman and all of his guys that just what a great program to be involved in. But right now they're getting tried and tested by a super tough Westlake team.
Yeah, this is a tough team.
Last match right here of the evening, Ty from Juab, who
he's fun to watch.
Oh, he sure is. He's big, he's quick, unusually quick. He got just dug in the eyeball. Looked like it was inadvertent, but he is absolutely wrestling a Viking. He's wrestling a Viking. They made this guy take off his helmet with the horns, but you can't tell me he's not a Viking. He's got the beard, he's got the hair bun.
Yeah, his name is Darren Kofer from Westlake. But
I was thinking it'd be Darren Erickson or something, some Nordic name, but he looks like a Viking, built like a Viking, and he is tough. Ty's just kind of nursing his eye, got an inadvertent finger or thumb in his eye, and Coach Ashton Seeley's saying, okay, how many people do you see? 2 people? Do you see 1 person? You see in double, and
yeah, they must have caught him with the fingernail.
you know you're in a pretty good position when your head coach is a surgeon. Another coach that's not here, I don't know if he's technically a coach, but he's in the wrestling room a lot as Coach or Dr. Jones.
Yeah, Dr. Mark Jones.
And he is awesome. All right, Tyler's back in business. Ty is back in business. Wow. Man, these guys look tough.
So Ty and Darren, minute left, about a minute 10. Ty's a senior this year. Been fun to watch him the last couple years.
With that beard that Darren has, I'd say he's a 7th year, 8th year, 10th year senior or something. He looks like beyond a grown man. See how Darren's just cranking on the back of Ty's head, and all this hand fighting is what they call it. Just does a lot to wear your opponent out and set him up in a bad position, so you can get a takedown or score.
Yeah.
some kind of score.
Ty went for a trip there on the right side and didn't quite get it, but he attempted.
See how they're digging inside. When you're tied up, you prefer to have an inside tie. Oh, last double attempt, and Ty just feeds him some hips and underhooks, and Darren's right back out to the neutral position.
Ty really likes the front headlock from the putting pressure, his opponent down with his head down and on top.
Right, Darren wins the toss there. He defers to Ty, and Ty says, down, I'll take down.
Ty's look at that quick.
Oh, Ty he goes,
He
gets
gets
his
the
escape and almost spins behind for 2 points, and that's kind of to your point how quick these guys are. For as big as they are, they're still lightning quick. See how Darren kind of digs inside of Ty's arm there. He has got an inside tie, and almost always that's the better position than an outside tie. There's always exceptions, but in general, that's where you want to have the inside control is what they say. Inside control, so you can snap the head and elevate the elbow and shoot underneath the arms, do all kinds of things. So see how Darren's got inside there for a second. He got inside tie on both sides. And Ty's okay with that. Ty blocks. He just kind of, if someone's got an inside tie, he just straightens out his arm there and blocks with his hand right in this case, Brian's throat. It's Brian, right?
Yeah, Darren.
Sorry.
Ty.
Darren and Ty.
Whoa, look at that.
Nice.
2 takedown there.
2 takedown by Mr. Ty. With time running out. Great time to score. All right, Darren chooses down. He's behind by 3. Let's see what Darren does off the whistle. Let's see what Ty does to control him.
Third period already.
Oh, what a slick up and out of there. Up and sit out, and then just hip heist and then up on his feet like he's a 120-pounder.
Yeah. Oh, he goes for a single leg. He misses, pulls it down, gets behind.
But look how he just keeps going. And Ty's doing a great job following him and putting pressure on the back of Darren's head. And see how Ty's kind of scooped up that leg there with his? See that? He's hoping for some kind of an inside cradle or something, but he's just putting hip pressure into Darren. Got an arm bar now. Hip pressure.
Now he's reaching from the other side.
Minute and 8 seconds left in this match and in the duel. Team score right now is 50-9 in favor of the Westlake Thunder.
.46 seconds left in this third period.
See how Ty scooped up that leg in the back there. That's doing all kinds of things to keep to kind of neutralize his opponent from Westlake. 25 seconds left.
Five seconds. We're going to come to the close.
5-1. The team score is going to end at 50-12.
50-12
in favor of Westlake. What a great team.
Yeah, they're tough.
We watched some great wrestling today.
Yeah, this was fun. The harder wrestlers you wrestle, the better you become, and that's what we saw here today. So certainly didn't end up like we wanted, but
yeah, not in Juab's favor. But if you're a Westlake fan, you saw some great wrestling here, and this should give you a lot of confidence for the rest of the school year. There's not a lot of teams that can wrestle at that level that Westlake did today, and I mean we saw some great wrestling on their side, and I agree with you too. And it's in a way it kind of stinks to get beat like this, but this is how you get better. I don't know that you improve that much when you're doing all the winning, right? I mean, you still do, but when you take losses like this, especially on an individual basis, every one of these guys can pick out 1, 2, or 3 things from their match today that they could adjust, get better at, and change the outcome of a match. Yeah. But it's hard to do that when you're just whipping somebody all the time.
And that's what's so fun is here at Juab, where we face Westlake tonight. Tomorrow we face equally, maybe not quite as equal with Wasatch, but a very, very good team.
Yeah.
And then we go to Layton in January. So we've got the top 3 or 4 teams in the state. And it's just, again, makes us just even better.
Yeah, that is great. Great wrestling tonight. So as because we're wrestling Wasatch tomorrow, same times, 5 o'clock for JV, 7 o'clock for varsity. I believe those are the times.
Yeah,
that's pretty standard. But be ready for some great wrestling. Depending on work schedules and stuff, we might be able to broadcast JV, but probably don't count on it. They're working me like a rented mule now.
Are they?
So
they're not letting you have any breaks?
They're spurring me even.
Gosh.
So
hey, it's Christmas.
I know. They got deals that got to be brought in. So anyway, for sure varsity will be covered tomorrow starting at 7 o'clock. And I believe it's in the high school, not in the Hive.
Yeah, it will be in the high school. So
anyway, if you're local, come down and watch it. If you're not local, you're invited to join us. We love having our friends join us online. And we'll see you we'll see you tomorrow. But thank you to everybody for your time, Thanks again for everybody that supports Juab Wrestling, who made it possible for us to broadcast, who made it possible from family and friends in Iowa to watch and join in, because they always do. We love it. But we will see you tomorrow night.